up, we have the token shop slash, token market, whatever you want to call it. It says players want specific cards, sorry. So, while many players enjoy the variation and collections that come from randomness, others can feel frustrated with the inability to target specific cards that they really want. Especially if you're excited about a deck when you're missing that one key card to bring it all together. I feel that. That's why I'm super excited about the token market. Oh, token shop, sorry. And it says we need more collection goals. Once players earn all of the currently available cards on the collection level track, there are less goals for players to look forward to achieving. We love the feeling of having exciting collection goals, and we miss it once it's gone. To tackle these, we are doing two things. We are adding collector's tokens to target cards you want most, and adding new rare cards to collect. And now, of course, we are over to the token shop. First of all, let's talk about targeting. Starting in the next patch. Now, when they say next patch, I assume that's like next season. Especially since, the token shop is something that's like pretty big. I don't think they'll just drop it randomly. I got a feeling it'll be, next season or whatever. So, I don't know for sure. That's just my, theory anyway. So, we're gonna be waiting like 2 or so weeks for all this to come out. Or at least that's like a safe bet. Starting in the next patch, collector's tokens can be found in collector caches or reserves, which are the boxes from the collection level track starting at level 500. You can use tokens in the token shop to acquire cards you don't have yet. The token shop rotates every 8 hours, so basically, the same as like the variant market and whatnot. And because these cards rotate so often, you're likely to see a card you've been waiting for relatively quickly. Now, my thing is, I don't know if they like duplicate. So let's say you get Cerebro for the first 8 hours, and then you get like Venom for the next 8. I don't know if there's a possibility that it goes back to Cerebro, or it just like continuously goes to a different card and then eventually loops back, you know what I mean? If you don't have the tokens on hand, that's not a problem. You can pin the card in the shop so it won't rotate, and you can basically just leave it there until you have enough tokens. I love that idea. I love how there's a card in the shop that you might want, and you're like, oh, I don't have enough tokens, but you can pin it. And when you do end up pinning it, it stays there indefinitely until you either unpin it or you end up getting it. And of course, here's like a little picture of what it looks like. You have Cerebro, a new card in about 3 hours. Here's the pin button. So let's say you don't have enough tokens, you can pin it and it'll stay there indefinitely. You have your total collect tokens and how much they cost. With this system, you'll be able to make consistent progress towards unlocking new cards you want the most. Cards have always been split into separate series, or what some players are calling pools. Yeah, I definitely end up calling it like pool 1, pool 2. You must earn every card in series 1, pool 1, before you can earn cards in series 2, which is pool 2, and every card in series 2 before you can start earning cards in series 3, which would be, pool 3. The next question is, so how can you get collector's tokens? Collector's tokens are replacing boosters in collector caches and reserves, which I like because boosters are pretty easy to get anyway. And the fact that you just get like a bunch of boosters in the like reserves or whatever, it's kind of annoying, so I like how they're replacing it with the tokens. The collector caches and reserves will have a 25% chance to drop 100 tokens each, but once players have all the Series 3 cards, they'll have an additional 22% chance to get 400 tokens, which is a very big increase. So once you have all the Series 3 cards, you basically just gotta get like a bunch of tokens, which is really nice. Next we have more cards, so get ready for some more cards. They are adding two new series of rare cards, Series 4 and Series 5. Series 4 is classified as rare cards, and they are launching Series 4 with 10 new cards. Unlike any earlier series, Series 4 cards can be found in collector reserve boxes, whether you have all the Series 3 cards or not. So unlike having all the Series 2 cards before you can get the Series 3, once you get all the Series 2 cards, you can potentially get Series 4 and Series 3 cards, even though Series 4 are a lot more rare. These Series 4 cards are quite rare. They are 10 times more rare than Series 3 cards. If you're looking for something specific, of course you can always target it in the token shop. Series 5 is classified as ultra rare, and it launches with 6 new cards, such as Thanos and Galactus. These are the rarest cards in the game. They can also be found in collector reserves like Series 4. However, they are 10 times more rare. Oh my goodness, I mean, considering that's only 6 new cards, plus they're rare, that must mean they're like super crazy. When we release new cards, or when Season Pass cards are no longer available in their Season Pass, they'll be temporarily added to Series 5, which means, they'll be ultra rare. They don't expect players to get every new Series 5 card immediately, since not every card is going to be as good as or as useful for every single player. You have to decide which of these cards you'll have to decide which of these cards are worth saving collector tokens for. Now we have how many tokens are needed for each card. So a Series 3 card is 1,000. If you see a Series 4 card in the token shop, it's 3,000. And of course, if you see one of the ultra rare Series 5 cards in the token shop, that's 6,000. So that is a bunch of tokens for a Series 5 card, but of course, 1, they are just ultra rare, and 2, they must be pretty freaking good. They say you'll get all your cards eventually. Over time, some cards will be moved down from Series 5 to Series 4, and from Series 4 to Series 3. This just makes sure players that are starting later in the game don't have like a huge gap, which is really, really good. It basically just means, newer players can kind of get those better cards that were like ultra rare at the start of the game. They may have dropped down to just rare. So basically they can get like stronger cards pretty early, so they don't have to like fall too far behind in terms of a skill gap. That's basically all this section says. And of course a gift to get you started. Of course, when the next patch drops, when you log in, you get collector's tokens based on your collector level. 500 to 999, you get 3,000 tokens, which is pretty solid. 1,000 to 999, or 2,999 should I say, you get 6,000, so that's enough to get you one of the Series 5 cards if it somehow just pops into the token shop. And of course, 3,000 or above collector level, which is really freaking high, you get 12,000, so they're basically just rewarding you for that higher collector level, which I do like. And of course, if you're not at collector level 500, it's okay, because once you do end up reaching collector level 500, you'll get 3,000 tokens. So that's very generous of them. And I mean, yeah, I think that's all the stuff for the token shop. But of course, here are some of the new cards. I believe these are all the new cards that they're adding. Series 4, we get She-Hulk, who is a 6 cost, 10 power, and she costs 1 less for each unspent energy on the last turn. So she sounds really good with like a Sunspot or something, because if you skip turn 5, she'll become a 1 cost, which is nuts. Titania, a 1 cost 5 power. When any card is played at this location, this card switches sides. So I got a feeling she might be one of those cards that just goes like back and forth between sides. I don't know how it works. However, very, very strong for a 1 cost, I just realized that. Luke Cage, 2 cost 1 power. He has an ongoing cards. I don't know if it's cards at his location or just all your cards in general, but they can't have their power reduced. So if someone hits you with like a hazmat, or maybe you have Jotunheim as a location, if you play Luke Cage, none of your cards get their power reduced, which is nice. Definitely gonna do some experimenting with him. Absorbing Man, 4 cost 3 power. If the last card you played has an on-reveal ability, he copies it. So kind of like Mystique, except Mystique is with ongoing. Absorbing Man is on reveal. So there's definitely a lot of possibilities you can do with Absorbing Man. We have Maria Hill, 2 cost 3 power. You add a random 1 cost card to your hand. Kind of reminds me of Agent 13, except Agent 13 was just like a random card. Maria Hill is a 1 cost. Agent Coulson, 3 power. 3 costs, 4 power. You add a random 4 and then a random 5 cost to your hand. All these like shield agent cards, so like Agent 13, Maria Hill, Agent Coulson, Nick Fury, all have like similar abilities of just adding random cards to your hand. So they would be really good in like a collector, devil dinosaur kind of deck, like a hand-sized kind of deck where you want a lot of cards in your hand. We have the big boy, the Helicarrier, 6 cost, 10 power. When you discard him from your hand, you replace it with 3 random cards, which can be good. But however, I don't even know what cards you would get. But I mean, 6 cost 10 power is insane. With M'Baku, 1 cost 2 power. If he is in your deck, by the end of the game, he just goes to a random location if he can. So if you have like 3 full locations, of course he's not going to jump out. And if he's in your hand on the last turn, he's also not going to jump out. He needs to be in your deck. However, he's still pretty solid at a 1 and 2. We get a Tuma, 4 cost 10 power. If you have another card here by the end of the turn, he gets destroyed, which may sound bad, however, might work really well in like a Hela deck, right? Because then she can like respawn him and stuff. So, I don't know, he's gonna be interesting, especially since he's coming at a 4 cost and then 10 power, that's insane. We have Orca, 6 cost, 9 power. However, if he is the only card here, he gets plus 5 power, so he becomes a 14 power, which is nuts. Kinda reminds me of Namor. I believe the ability is the same, it's just the cost and the power are different. But that's it for Series 4. Now on to Series 5, we have Galactus, who is a 6 cost and 3 power card. His on reveal is that if this is the only card here, destroy all other locations. So if you drop Galactus at, if you drop Galactus at a location where I believe it's you and your opponent don't have any cards there, he literally destroys all the other locations. So the location he's at is the only one that's like playable, right? It's kind of similar to the warship like location where if you guys have ever played a location with warship, warship destroys all the other locations. Like it literally destroys them. All the cards there get destroyed, the location gets destroyed, and the only location you can play at is warship. So it's like exactly like that almost. So very strong. Valkyrie, on reveal is that all cards at this location have 3 power. So she's very good for like neutralizing your opponent's location, right? So let's say your opponent 4 stacks a location, you have 3 cards. You guys are kind of like fighting for the location. You play Valkyrie, and then all the power is set to 3, which means you're gonna tie, right? Now I don't know if certain abilities can affect it, like if you have Blue Marvel or like Ant-Man, Captain America or whatever. I don't know if those abilities affect this, but that's really good though. Like she can basically nullify a location. We have Super Scroll, 4 cost, 2 power, so relatively weak. However, his ongoing is that he has all the ongoing effects of all the enemy cards. Now, I don't know if that's at his location or if it's just across the board, but that is nuts. Dude, that is insane, right? So he can take like Iron Man, he can take Onslaught, he can take Patriot. So he will be so good in an ongoing deck, dude. Like imagine, oh my goodness, that's insane. However, it is only for enemy cards, so you do gotta be wary. But he seems really strong. Now we have Shuri, who is a 4-cost 2 power, so very weak. However, on reveal, double the power of the next card you play. Now the first thing that came to my mind was Black Panther. Considering that Black Panther is a 5-cost. I mean, she is a 4-cost, so she's like the same as Wong. However, dude, imagine, right? You play Shuri on turn 4. You play, Black Panther on turn 5. And then Taskmaster on turn 6. That is insane, right? And if you have like a Psylocke or just any other card to give you like +1 energy, and you play them like really early on, you can do Wong. You can play Shuri over where Wong is, then you can play Black Panther where Wong is as well. Dude, oh my god, I actually can't wait if I get Shuri, bro. The possibilities are crazy with Black Panther. We have a Bust, who is a 1-cost 1 power, and their on reveal is set the power of all cards in your hand to 3, which can be good, but it can also be pretty bad, right? Like if you have an Infinite that you want to play on turn 6, but then you play Bust, yeah, I don't know, Bust is very, I guess they can be good, but we're going to have to wait and see. We have Thanos, who is a 6-cost 8 power, and at the start of the game, shuffle 6 Infinity Stones into your deck. Now, of course, here are the Infinity Stones. Each Infinity Stone is 1 power, 1 cost 1 power. So we have the Mind Stone. On reveal, you draw 2 stones. So this is probably the best card to use with like Thanos, because you just keep drawing stones. The Power Stone is if you play all 6 stones, Thanos has +10 power no matter where he is. So he becomes an 18 power, which is kind of nuts. But of course, you would play him on turn 6. Oh, actually, wait, I just realized this one's a 3 power. Oh, so I believe they're all 1 cost, but the power is different. Oh. So the Mind Stone, the Mind Stone is 1 cost 1 power. The Power Stone is 1 cost 3 power. The Reality Stone, 1 cost 1 power. And on reveal, transform the location into a new one, and you draw a card. So it's basically like Scarlet Witch, minus the power, the energy, and the fact that you get to draw a card. The Soul Stone, 1/1. On reveal, you draw a card, and it's ongoing, is that enemy cards at that location have -1 power, so that's pretty good. The Space Stone, 1/1. On reveal, next turn you can move 1 card to where the Space Stone is, and you can draw a card. Then we have the Time Stone, which I believe is the final card. Is 1/1, and on reveal is that you gain +1 energy next turn, and you get to draw a card. So all the stones, well, like 5 out of the 6 of them, allow you to draw just a random card from your deck. The Mind Stone's probably like the best one, because you get to draw 2 stones in particular. But, oh dude, Thanos seems really strong, right? Like you get all these cards as well. Plus, they all have like pretty decent abilities, and they're all 1 cost, so it would be interesting to see what deck you can use with Thanos. But I mean, yeah guys, that was, I guess like the patch notes, not really patch notes, but kind of like a developer update on what's coming in the next patch, which I assume is next season. Of course, the token shop and all the new Series 4 and Series 5 cards, which I'm excited for. I'm excited for all three of those things, or two of those things. The new cards and the token shop. Let me know what you guys think about the token shop and all the new cards down in the comments below. And also, if you guys did like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to show support. I do appreciate all of it. And as always,